My name is Aridni, I'm 27, and I rededicated my life to Christ when I was 23. I was born in Nicaragua to a single mom, and we moved to the States when I was 3 years old. When I was growing up, it was really just her and I. When I was 5 years old, my mom started dating a guy who took us to church. And for the first time, my mom was happy, and I was happy, and I was attending Sunday school. I suddenly was faced with the realization at 12 that the man who had taken me to church was also sexually abusing me. That turned into me being 13 and diagnosed with depression and anxiety and prescribed pills that I couldn't even pronounce. And it really shook my faith, but it also hindered my foundation with the Lord. For me, that looked like being 21 and having a DUI and dropping out of college and holding on to relationships like my life depended on it. As I was trying to cope with all the trauma and the turbulation in my life, I went to a counselor. It turns out that counselor happened to be a Christian. I didn't know that, but the Lord knew. She was the one who showed me how she fights her battles with prayer and the importance of prayer and why she believed in the Lord. I started to pray for a couple weeks of what church I should go to, if there'd be a person who would invite me, what it would look like for the doors to open truly. What it looked like for me was an answered prayer, of course, and it was a coworker who turned into a great friend who invited me one day to Calvary on a Wednesday night service, and I remember that night just being so special to me because we actually got to read the Word together. We read the Word and then broke it down, and it felt like for the first time I was actually not just told what to believe or told what it meant, but I was really understanding what the Word was in its actual context, and I felt the Spirit really moving that night. That Wednesday night turned into an invitation on Thursday night to the Harbor, which is the young adult ministry here at Calvary. It was a space for young adults who want to learn more about Jesus and grow deeper in their walk. And I saw worship, and I saw prayer, and I saw community like I've never seen it before. I was quickly poured into by mentors and pastors and friends who were all on mission for Jesus, who had similar tribulations and some that were totally opposite of me. But the one thing in common we had was Jesus, and that's what led those friendships to bloom. It turned into a true friendship of holding each other accountable and laughing with each other and pouring into others. I've been able to see that community is a good gift from God, and I've been able to learn and live what His will is for us, and I try to live in that by staying accountable with my community and growing with my community.